On this week's show, you'll join us for a midsummer fly-in fishing trip to Silsby Lake Lodge in Manitoba, Canada. And once you find your way to Winnipeg, Canada, you get on a private jet of theirs. It's an hour-and-a-half flight straight north of there. You land on their private runway, a quick trek over to the lodge. You get in there, you have some breakfast, get your license, and before you know it, you're out pike fishing.
Kurt? Okay. Shelby, nice to meet you. Russ. Nice to meet you, Russ. How many waters do you do? Yep.
Well, he's the first big striker. It's coming your way. I'm going to work him back to Justin if I can. That is. That's our first big striker of the day. We had a follower a minute ago. We just got out. We're fishing with Justin today. We're drifting some weed beds, just casting some big baits. They're kind of homemade baits by the looks of it, right?
Yeah.
Looks like you kind of mend a couple things together after we lose a tail. Over to you. Here's the bait. Kind of look at that. It's they lose the tail off there. It has a regular paddle tail on, and then they just melt a couple twister tails on there. That's what I'm casting right now. Like I said, I had a follower a minute ago and just boxed that one, so I'm gonna keep casting. Thank you. First one.
Wow,
Keep your tip up.
Hey, that's a dandy. Oh, that's a nice walleye. Reach him over. Beauty.
Look at the color on that.
There you go, Shelbs.
Launcher.
Woo! Hold that one up, Justin. That's a beauty. Look at the color of that. That's a beautiful fish back home too. Anyway,
for this
is it?
Too, yeah.
What is he, 19 inches?
Well, after a slow start to the afternoon, just got one on. After Kurt and my dad were just racking them in. Well, after taking a couple naps, I got myself a fish. Ooh.
Nice fish, Joe.
Kind of had a slow patch, but we just got a bite when we came to this new spot. What's it called?
Anderson.
We're in Anderson. Bay. But
That's my
just got a
answer.
good bite.
I was just messing around the great fisherman I am. Wasn't even sure I had a fish on, but I'd let it slack out, and he picked it up and he just kept swimming to me. And Justin was like, "I think you got a fish on." I said, "Yeah, I got one on." So I've had kind of a dry spell. Not a bad fish. I'll bring more to this. You know, we haven't got into the real big ones yet. They're here, you know, they're following up. The other guys have caught a couple 37, 38 inchers. This is just your nice pike. They fight hard. But it's been fun. Beautiful day.
After a few hours of fishing each day, we pull ashore and have some of the best fresh fish you've ever tasted. Fresh walleye, fresh pike, and the best, my favorite, the potatoes. It was awesome. And if you're lucky enough, every once in a while you might have a stray visitor.
But that him, I can see him. He's not bad.
Isn't he the average or not?
No, he's not a bad fish. That's a good looking fish. Now that's what we're coming for. We want to get into these bigger fish. This is a gorgeous fish. Like I said, these put up a heck of a fight. But 37 inches, we're going to get it back in the water, get a picture here real quick. This is what we want. There we go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Boom, I got the biggest fish, kids.
30.
37.
What about Russ and them out of our crew?
No, we're good there. Good job. Thanks, Justin.
Now we'll be joining the B team, Russ and Craig. Now you're not going to see too much of these guys on the trip. They were with us the whole time, but did not catch too many fish to be shown on TV.
Hi.
Really?
Nice one.
Let's go.
Yeah, reel them a little bit. That's a nice fish. Just step out, honey, from the rod. You know, just. You want to stay closer to the edge of the boat. You have better control of yourself. For real.
Belly up.
Grab the bell, Shelb. Stay south.
Justin, stay in there with her, okay?
It was a team effort. You threw the cast.
Great job.
But he just came up and engulfed it and took off like a
That one's got
wild man. There he comes at the boat. He's back with the boat. Okay, I got him back, Justin, I think. Here he comes. That's a good fish. Woo! I think there's more cabbage with him than anything, but he's a good fish. I mean, it's probably my 4th or 5th cast, and I just seen him take a dive at the bait, and it was all over. Bait wasn't hooked good. I didn't think so. These are, we showed it earlier. They're kind of, we just call them Frankensteins. I mean, it's just a homemade job. We just picked them up at Shields back home, and Justin did some little taxidermy work here and hot melted a couple twister tails on. The fishing, we've just been jigging in the weeds. The weeds are so thick here, but the top water baits, the spoons, all that stuff is not working real well because it just kind of skims the tops. These things are just jigging over the top, dropping them down in the pockets, and this thing came out of there like a rocket. Okay. Craig and Ruff, we had a little battle today as far as who's got what. I think she's gonna go pretty quick, I hope. It's a nice fish, boys. You guys are in trouble. You're gonna have to catch a monster to beat that one. Woo! Yes! Back to the bottom. Thank you again, brother.